Is Amazon KDP the best business for you? Stick around to find out. What is going on, guys? Sean here. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about self-publishing, building passive income streams, and retiring early, and the many lessons and failures I learned along the way. So if you're interested in any of those topics, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos that I post. So in today's video, I wanted to do a pros and cons of Amazon KDP. I feel like for a lot of people who's looking into Amazon KDP to see whether if this business is the right business for them, I think this video is going to be pretty helpful because I'll be laying out what I like about Amazon KDP and what I don't like about Amazon KDP. Now, the disclaimer is I'm pretty biased, obviously, because I do teach Amazon KDP in publishing. It's the business that I had the most success with out of trying out all the other different business. I've tried out e-commerce, affiliate marketing, blogging, and also looked into many different businesses. And I ended up in publishing and I had the most success. So obviously I am biased, but I will try and be as honest with the pros and cons. So let's get right into the video. All right, so starting with the pros, the first one would be low cost. So the cool thing about Amazon KDP and publishing is that it does require some money, but the startup cost is often less than many other business. So compared to drop shipping or many different business models that requires you to spend thousands and thousands of dollars upfront, publishing can be pretty low cost. Of course, it's not zero. Obviously, you can do it with $0 if you want to really go the low, cheap, or actually free way of doing it. But I do not recommend doing it completely free because there are some things that you sacrifice, such as time, right? You're spending so much time just to save $5 for a lot of cases. So I do recommend spending a little bit of money, but compared to other businesses, it's very low cost to start. Now, the next pro is it's very beginner friendly. So most skills that you need to learn in publishing are very learnable, even for beginner online marketers, as well as if you don't want to learn these skills, you can easily outsource it. And the cool thing about publishing is for almost every single step of the business, there are services and people that you can hire to outsource the step if you don't want to do it. And obviously there are some steps that you should learn how to do it, and those skills, those things that you have to learn, is pretty easy to learn. And the next one is no inventory, which is huge. Okay, so if you're in any other business in the past and if you had to have inventory, you would understand how massive this is in terms of the pro. So you have zero inventory, everything is online. You don't have to store items in your house like some drop shipping businesses has to do, right? Everything is online. It's true location freedom. All you need is your laptop. You can be anywhere in the world as long as you have Wi-Fi. The next pro is no customer service. So this is another huge benefit for some people. Again, like e-commerce, if you have to do customer service, it is extremely tedious. Even if you outsource this to a VA, it can still get overwhelming because not every single customer support questions can be answered by the VA. So what the VA will do is they will forward it to you and you have to answer it. And also you have to manage the VA and this and that. And, it can get pretty crazy, right? Even if you outsource it. But with KDP, the cool thing is Amazon handles everything. There is no customer service, okay? So it's literally one of the most amazing benefit when it comes to KDP. All right, so the next pro is Amazon traffic. So Amazon has its own traffic, and I just wanted to compare this with different businesses and different traffic sources. So if you do Shopify e-commerce, you kind of have to pay for ads. You kind of have to do paid ads just to bring in traffic to your website, right? So you don't have any traffic. You have to pay to make money, okay? With Google, right, there is existing traffic of people going to Google, but these traffic often is by people who just goes to Google to learn something. It's like a quick search kind of traffic. It's not necessarily people trying to buy. There is some of those traffic as well, but not every single person is looking to buy, right? With Facebook, this is worse than Google in terms of people looking to buy, because people go on Facebook not necessarily to purchase something. They're really going there for entertainment. People want to waste time. So you get those kind of traffic. Now, Amazon, compared to these Google, Facebook, where they have existing traffic, but it's not really buyer traffic, right? Every single person who goes on Amazon is looking to buy something because that's what Amazon is for. So there's existing traffic already on Amazon that you can tap into, and these are all buyer traffic, which is pretty amazing. Now, the next pro is semi-passive income. So it's not 100% passive income where you make the exact same amount years and years and years, but you do the work once, you build up your income, you get paid for life. If you completely pause a business, obviously the income will slowly drop, but you'll be amazed how long and how much it'll hold off. So a lot of people stop working on publishing, and then it keeps making them money while they're testing out different businesses because, you know, they got bored of publishing or whatever reason. They got hit by the shiny object syndrome, right? So they pause publishing for years while they go out and test different businesses. And a lot of people come back to publishing eventually because while they're testing out different businesses, they kept getting paid from their publishing business, right? From their books. And they're like, none of the businesses that I've tried was this passive. And I realized that publishing really is the business that I should be in. So a lot of people come back and tell me those kind of things. So it's really a online asset that you're building by publishing books on Amazon. Now, the next pro is time freedom. Okay, so the cool thing about publishing is you do not really have to work a certain time of the day. Like if you do day trading, you might have the location freedom, but you don't really have the time freedom because a lot of people, from my understanding, I don't do day trading, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but from my understanding, you have to wake up when the stock market opens, and so basically your working hours is dictated by the stock market open and close hours, because the stock market is not open 24 hours. So when the stock market opens and you can start trading, that's when you have to start working. So if you're not in the favorable time zone, right, then some people work midnight, or, you know, if you're in Hawaii like me, then you wake up early or whatever to adjust to when the stock market opens so you can start trading. So you don't really have that with publishing because there is no time sensitive tasks like that. So you can really work whenever you want to, any time of the day. Now, the next one is location freedom. We kind of covered this earlier, but as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can work anywhere. All you need is your laptop and a Wi-Fi. You don't need no cameras like this. You don't have to, you know, carry around big camera equipment if you're doing YouTube. You don't need any of those stuff. It's literally just your laptop and a Wi-Fi and nothing else. Now, another great pro when it comes to publishing is that you don't have to be an authority or have an existing audience. So this is where it differs from affiliate marketing, because affiliate marketing is pretty similar to publishing, except for the fact that it's kind of hard to do affiliate marketing if you're not an authority in a niche already, or if you don't have an existing audience, right? Because if you don't have an existing audience, how are you going to recommend a product to people if you're doing affiliate marketing? But with publishing, the cool thing is, first of all, you can hire a ghostwriter to write a book on the topic. So you don't have to be an authority for that, right? You don't have to be an expert because you can hire someone to create the content for you. On top of that, there is the existing audience on Amazon, like I said earlier. So you don't really have to build that because the traffic is already there. And obviously you can start collecting emails to build your own email list, but that's something that you can always do later. This is another great pro, is that you can do this business completely anonymously. So there's a lot of people who don't want to be famous, right? They want to make money online, they want the freedom, but they don't really want to put themselves out there. They like to be anonymous, and that's completely fine. Not everybody wants to be doing what I'm doing right now, making videos. And for those people, publishing is an amazing business model because you can literally publish a book. You can use pen names, so you don't have to put your personal information, personal name anywhere online, okay? And you can still make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year while no one knowing who you are. And there's a ton of people who built this business completely anonymously and making a killing. Another pro is that it's a newer business, so there's less competition. So I'm not gonna lie to you and say there is no competition and it's completely untapped, because that's not truth, right? But the cool thing is, you know, even though it's not a brand new business, because it started in, I think, 2013 or 2014, it's significantly newer than many other counterparts like Amazon FBA and dropshipping. And there's way less competition than FBA and dropshipping, right? Because everybody goes into those businesses and nobody really knows about publishing. So the competition is a lot less compared to those businesses. Now, the next pro is publishing a book is an excellent lead generation to your existing business. So if you have an existing business, there's nothing more powerful than having a book under your name, okay? So you can use the book to boost your credibility on the topic significantly, as well as gain new customers. So what do I mean by this? Well, if you're a realtor, as an example, and you're talking to a customer, or you're talking to a potential client, okay, so that person didn't buy from you yet. So you're talking to a potential client, and this potential client is choosing who they want to work with between you and another realtor, as an example, okay? And provided that everything else is equal, right, between you and this your competition, if you show your potential customer that you literally wrote a book on how to purchase a house in 10 simple steps or whatever the book topic is, they will instantly see you as an authority on that topic, and that can be the slight edge that'll get you the business from that potential customer. So that's one way to utilize books, which is kind of like business cards on steroids. But another way is to simply publish the book on Amazon, and a lot of people will find you through there. So you publish your book on real estate or buying real estate in 10 simple steps. So you publish the book, How to Buy Real Estate in 10 Simple Steps, on Amazon. And from there, a lot of people will find your book organically, start buying your book. If they like the book, you add your contact information in the book, perhaps they can reach out and want to work with you one-on-one. So basically, your book can act as a lead generation funnel for your existing business if you do have one. All right, so this is the last pro, and that is exit potential. So if you're building your publishing business, you can actually sell it to other people for multiple 6 or even 7 figures if you build it right. So this is another difference between if you have like a YouTube channel, because a YouTube channel is your personal brand, right? So you cannot really sell it to other people, because how can that person who buys the YouTube channel from you kind of take over? Because all your audience is used to you being the face. So if somebody else takes over, it's a little tricky for them. I mean, I've seen people do it, but it's much harder than, say, you have a portfolio of books under a pen name, right? Then a new buyer can take over, and your audience, your customers on Amazon would not know that you guys even made this shift, because everything is behind the pen name. So it's much easier to sell your business for a huge profit. And this is something that I've personally done as well. I recently sold my publishing business for $820,000. And if you want to check out the video, then I do have it on my YouTube channel. So go and check that out. All right, so those were the pros. Now let's talk about the cons. So the first con is, obviously, this is not a get rich quick scheme. It's a legit business, and legit business takes time, money, and hard work. So if you're looking for a get rich quick scheme, then this is definitely not it. Now, what I like to say is that this is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not easy money. However, I do think this business is easier than other businesses. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong that I'm not saying publishing is easy. I'm just saying that I think it's easier than other businesses. Now, another con, and this is something that a lot of people are worried about, is there's less control and fear of getting shut down. So technically, you're building your business under Amazon, okay? And there's a lot of great things that comes with it. Amazon traffic, no inventory, no customer service. There's a lot of things that Amazon handles for you, which is great. However, the con to that is, again, you don't have the control of owning your own business, because if you do something wrong, then Amazon can close your account anytime. But what people need to keep in mind and need to understand is, this is highly unlikely if you don't do anything wrong. So it's very important just to understand the rules and don't try to do any loopholes or, short-term strategies, okay? And also keep in mind that this is the same as any other business, okay? So if you have a Facebook ad agency, once Facebook make changes to their ad platform and things stops working, then your business can get affected significantly. If you have blogging, there was this thing called the Penguin update, right? A couple years ago, where a lot of bloggers lost a ton of, I think it was like AdSense money, because there was a change in the algorithm. So it happened in blogging too. In affiliate marketing, right? Same thing. You're promoting a product from somebody else, and that person can literally just, you know, change their mind and stop running affiliate programs to their product. So all of a sudden, the products that you were promoting, you don't get commissions from it anymore. So your business can change overnight. With YouTube, right, there was this thing called the ad apocalypse. You know, I think PewDiePie started it, and a lot of people lost money from AdSense. So even with brick and mortar business, right, when COVID hit, a lot of people lost their business. So literally every single business has this type of risk. It's not just publishing. And I think, again, publishing is very safe if you don't do anything wrong. And it's not really a good mindset to not start a business because of this fear, because then you will keep looking for that one business that does not have this, which I believe there is none. All right, so the next con is you still need to invest in the business. And I guess it's kind of the same as the first one. But this is a legit business once again, and it requires you to invest in it. Okay, so you have to treat it like a business. Now, this is the last con, and that is that this business can get boring. So since publishing is very, very simple and there's not a lot of steps to the process, right? You're basically repeating the same process over and over and over. Basically, it's market research, make the book, publish it and market it, and then you go back to market research, make book number 2, publish and market it, and then go back to making book number 3 and 4, and you just keep repeating the steps over and over and over. And a lot of people kind of complain that this business is boring for them, right? And I personally never suffered from that, because for me, if I'm making money, it's not really boring. And also I do enjoy the creative process of publishing, you know, my ideas coming into life, right? So that's kind of cool for me, but some people complain about that. And what's funny is those who find it boring are almost always making money, because I feel like if you're not making money, then you don't find it boring, because, you know, for you, making money just keeps you excited. But once you start hitting 10K a month and, you know, your life is good, then you start thinking about the actual steps being boring. So a lot of people who complain about publishing being boring is usually the one that's making pretty good money from it. So I just think that's pretty funny. But that is all the cons that I can think of. It's not a lot. And I really tried to think more of it. So if you have any other cons that you can think of, you can definitely comment below on this video. But that is it for the video. So hopefully this was beneficial for you in your research in deciding whether Amazon KDP is for you or not. If you do want to check out my publishing course, I do have a complete publishing course that will teach you how to go from 0 to 35K revenue a month from publishing, which is what I did, and I sold it for close to 7 figures. The link is below this video, as well as all the tools and resources that I recommend also in the video description below. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like, subscribing if you haven't yet, comment any questions you have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.